Morgan, and welcome to our second installment of the Basics of BETology. Now, everything that you need to know about making a winning bet is in one of these. The only issue is that there's a lot of information and it can be a little bit confusing. So today we're going to go over how to read a program. Now, there are three sections that the program is broken down into: the horse and rider, the record, and the past performance. I usually like to start looking at the horse and rider. Now, the two main things are going to be the name of the horse, which of course everyone always looks at, as well as the number. And the number is important because not only is it going to be the number that is shown up on the tote board as well as on the horse's saddle, but it's also going to be their placement in the starting gate. Second, let's look at the odds. So this is going to be how likely others think that the horse is to win. The higher the odds, the more money that you will make back on your bet. Other figures to look at in this section are going to be the weight. So this is the weight of both the jockey and his equipment, and the rider, because the rider, or as we like to call them, the jockey, can really make a difference in how the horse runs that race. Now, the second section is going to be the record. In this section, we're going to have a couple different types of figure followed by four numbers. These four numbers are going to represent the number of starts, followed by the number that horse has come in first, second, and third place. And ones that I usually like to look at are the Keeneland statistics. That's how many times this horse has run at Keeneland, followed by the turf and all-weather types of surface. Turf is grass, because those are the two types of surfaces that we have here at Keeneland. Also, distance is an important one to look at, just because that's going to indicate how many times and how well that horse has run at the exact same distance that the current race has been run at. And the last section that we're going to look at is the past performance. So this is how the horse has performed in its past races. Past performance is going to start with the horse's most current race. So in this instance, it's going to be September 9th of 2013. And we're going to move a little bit over to the right of that and see the distance of the race. This is good because you can compare the distance that the horse has been running in the past to the distance that he's currently running. Other important figures to look at is going to be the equibase speed figure. Now, this is a quantitative way to decipher how the horse has been racing and how they did in that specific race. This is a good figure because not only can you compare it to how the horse has done in his past, you can compare him to other horses that are racing in that field. And then the last number that of course is very important is how the horse finished in that race. So this number is going to have two different sections. The first is going to be how the horse placed, so first, second, third, fourth, followed by the distance that he won that race at. Well, now you've made it through your first time of how to read a program. Make sure to stop by Wagering Central or talk to any one of our BETologists if you have more questions. There's so much more in the program that you can learn, expert picks, and get a little bit more into it. But now that you know the basics, you're one step closer to making a winning pick on race day.